Every day, millions of people read the news. But for a UPSC aspirant, reading the news is only the beginning. They need to identify what is actually exam relevant, connect it with the syllabus, understand the background, revise it repeatedly, and finally convert it into exam-ready knowledge. That process can take hours, every single day. So we ask a simple question. What if AI could do all of this automatically? That's exactly why we built CA Compass, an AI-powered current affairs copilot that transforms any current affairs PDF into a complete, personalized UPSC study session using intelligent AI agents built with Google ADK. Current affairs are one of the most important parts of competitive examinations, but they're also one of the hardest to prepare. Students often read 4 or 5 newspapers, government releases, monthly magazines, economic reports, and international news, yet a large portion of that information never appears in the examination. The real challenge isn't accessing information, it's identifying, organizing, connecting, and revising the information that actually matters. We wanted to build an AI assistant that doesn't just summarize articles, but actually thinks like a mentor who understands exam preparation. CA Compass converts any current affairs PDF into a structured learning experience. The workflow is simple. The user uploads a PDF. Our security layer validates the document and removes potentially malicious prompt injection attempts. The content is then parsed and intelligently divided into manageable chunks. From there, our AI agent pipeline begins. Instead of overwhelming the learner with pages of information, CA Compass identifies only the topics that are genuinely relevant, explains why they matter, generates detailed analysis, creates examination-style practice questions, and finally stores everything inside a personal study notebook for future revision. We intentionally designed this as a multi-agent system because each stage of learning requires a different kind of reasoning. Our first agent, the relevance agent, filters noisy information and identifies the most important examination topics. The analysis agent then performs deep, contextual reasoning, explaining background, significance, syllabus mapping, and revision points. Finally, the exam coach agent generates realistic prelims and mains practice questions, while retrieving related previous year questions. Every agent has a clearly defined responsibility, making the system modular, maintainable, and easy to extend. Let's take a look at the architecture behind CA Compass. The workflow begins when a user uploads a current affairs PDF. Before any AI processing takes place, the document passes through a security layer that validates the file, checks its relevance to UPSC preparation, and detects potential prompt injection attacks. The validated document is then parsed and intelligently divided into manageable text chunks. These chunks are processed by our Google ADK orchestration layer, which coordinates 3 specialized AI agents. The relevance agent identifies the most important examination topics, classifies them by subject, maps them to the appropriate general studies papers, and assigns a relevant score. The analysis agent then performs deeper reasoning, generating structured explanations, historical context, prelims insights, mains perspectives, and concise revision notes. Finally, the exam coach agent retrieves relevant previous year questions and generates realistic practice questions to reinforce learning. Throughout the workflow, Google ADK manages session state, allowing each agent to build upon the output of the previous one without losing context. The final results are saved in the study notebook, creating a personalized knowledge base that supports revision, progress tracking, and long-term learning. The application is built using Streamlit, with Google ADK handling agent orchestration. Each stage communicates through persistent session state, allowing information to flow naturally across the pipeline. Gemini powers intelligent reasoning whenever an API key is available. However, reliability was equally important, so every agent also includes a fully deterministic heuristic fallback. That means the application continues to work, even without internet connectivity or API access. We also implemented a local study notebook, enabling users to save sessions, review weak subjects, generate revision queues, and build personalized study plans over time. Let's see CA Compass in action. We upload a current affairs PDF. Within seconds, the system extracts the most relevant examination topics. After selecting a topic, the analysis agent produces a structured explanation, including background, key facts, examination relevance, prelims insights, mains perspectives, and concise revision notes. Next, the exam coach agent automatically generates multiple choice questions, descriptive mains questions, and retrieves related previous year questions. Finally, everything can be saved into the study notebook, where learners can monitor progress, revisit older topics, and plan future revision sessions. At its core, CA Compass isn't just about summarizing documents, it's about changing how students learn. Instead of spending hours searching through newspapers, creating handwritten notes, and wondering what is actually important, learners can focus on understanding concepts, practicing questions, and revising consistently. In other words, less time collecting information, and more time building knowledge. That's where AI creates real value, not by replacing learning, but by making learning far more efficient. Although CA Compass was designed for UPSC preparation, the underlying architecture is much more versatile. Any profession that requires reading large volumes of information can benefit from the same workflow. Whether it's legal documents, financial reports, medical research, academic papers, business intelligence, or public policy, the same multi-agent pipeline can identify the most relevant information, provide structured analysis, generate domain-specific questions, and build a personalized knowledge base. Our vision is to transform information overload into organized, actionable knowledge. Every day, the world generates more information than any one person can possibly absorb. The future isn't about reading more, it's about understanding better. With CA Compass, we're taking a step toward that future, where AI agents don't just process documents, they transform information into meaningful knowledge. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed our project, CA Compass, your AI-powered current affairs copilot.